What if I told you the way you're chasing your goals is wrong? That timelines, hustle, and constant self-evaluation are actually holding you back from your desired outcome. The book Psycho-Cybernetics introduces readers to a new way of goal accomplishment, different from anything they've read before. Psycho-Cybernetics tosses aside surface-level advice around positive thinking and focuses on the root of what controls your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately what you experience in life. In this animated summary, I will cover the 3 most important takeaways along with practical advice for integrating them into your life starting today. Takeaway number 1, your self-image is the root of your success. Whether you realize it or not, you carry a mental image of who you think you are. This is your self-image. It's the sum of all your perceived strengths and weaknesses and sets the possibilities and limitations you place on your life. It has been formed by your interpretation of past events from your childhood up until right now. You might not be able to clearly define this self-image, but it's always there, guiding your thoughts, influencing your behavior, and coloring how you see the world. Here's an example of the self-image at work related to my dating life. For a long time, my self-image in this area was something like, I can never seem to find the right person and there must be something wrong with me. This belief system influenced me on both a conscious and subconscious level. Consciously, there'd be periods where I would avoid dates altogether. I wouldn't open the apps, wouldn't attend events, wouldn't even try because deep down I felt like there was no point. Subconsciously, those beliefs affected how I showed up when I did go on dates. With these thoughts hanging around in my mind, I undoubtedly projected lower energy and self-confidence. Unsurprisingly, this didn't attract the people I wanted, reinforcing the very self-image that was sabotaging me. It became a vicious cycle. While reading this book, I realized I needed to change this self-image to positively influence my dating outcomes. No amount of surface-level solves were going to help unless I got to the root of the behavior. This brings us to takeaway number 2, the power of synthetic experience. The fastest way to improve your self-image is by experiencing success. When you consciously succeed in an area where you once struggled, your self-image begins to change to reflect this success. You begin to see yourself differently. For example, if you start going on enjoyable, fulfilling dates, over time, you'll naturally begin to see yourself as someone who's good at dating. However, getting the experience needed to see consistent success can be challenging. In terms of relationships, it can be difficult to rack up a pile of successful dates you can use to update your self-image. This is where synthetic experience comes into play. Synthetic experiences are vivid, imagined scenarios that you play out in your mind. Unlike real-life experiences, synthetic experiences are available on demand. You create, tweak, and replay them anytime you like. And here's the thing. When imagined with enough detail, emotion, and repetition, the human nervous system can't tell the difference between these synthetic experiences and real life. In this way, you can use synthetic experiences to create the success needed to improve your self-image. The idea intrigued me. What kind of impact could this have if I applied it to my dating life? I started by picturing myself out at dinner, laughing and enjoying a conversation on a date and feeling at ease and comfortable. At first, it felt fake, but like the book advised, I kept at it. Each day, I built on the experience, adding sights, sounds, and feelings. Every time my mind wandered to old negative beliefs, I played this synthetic experience back in my head, reliving my future relationship success. Over time, I noticed a shift. Those synthetic experiences made me more open, more confident, and more willing to put myself out there. I actually wanted to go on dates as my mind was opening up to the possibility of me actually meeting someone special. I also found myself perceiving situations differently. For example, if a date didn't work out, I was far more likely to chalk it up to simple incompatibility, not some flaw within me. It felt strange at first, almost like I was tricking myself, but the results were undeniable. Like the author suggests, give yourself 21 days. Spend just a few minutes each day visualizing yourself as the confident, capable version of who you want to be. The author, Dr. Maxwell Maltz, says this process can't be intellectualized, but instead needs to be experienced for the most powerful results. Takeaway number 3, goal versus journey mode. In a way, you have 2 modes of operation, goal mode and journey mode. Goal mode is focused on the future. It's the mode you're in when you're setting intentions, planning, and visualizing. Journey mode is focused on the present. It's less about thinking and more about doing. In this state, your subconscious reacts spontaneously and creatively to the environment based on your self-image, memories, and real-time awareness. Each mode serves a purpose. Goal mode is powerful for preparation, say when you're working on reshaping your self-image through synthetic experiences. But it can actually get in the way when it's time to perform. That's when journey mode needs to take over. Imagine a climber preparing to summit Everest. In the morning, he visualizes the peak, focuses on his goal, and mentally prepares. That's goal mode. But once he steps onto the ice fields, that mode has to switch. Out there, he needs to be present, reactive, and instinctual. He needs journey mode. He might dip back into goal mode briefly to reassess a route or recalibrate his mindset, but then it's back to the moment. I found this concept deeply relevant to dating. Ironically, I struggled most on the dates with people I found the most attractive. The desire for a relationship pulled me into goal mode. I was too focused on the outcome. Instead of relaxing into the experience and letting things unfold naturally, I overanalyzed everything I said, treating the date like a performance aimed at securing the next one. But after applying this idea, I started approaching each date differently. At the outset, I'd consciously shift my mindset, letting go of the goal and relaxing into the present. Just being there, having a conversation, enjoying the moment. That switch, simple as it sounds, changed everything. The tension faded, I found myself more at ease, and unsurprisingly, more second dates followed. To put this concept into practice, start by becoming aware of which mode you're in. During your morning planning or visualization, recognize that you're operating in goal mode. This is your time to think ahead, set intentions, and mentally prepare. But once that's done, imagine flipping a switch, shift into journey mode, and allow yourself to be fully present. If you're anything like me, making this conscious transition between goal and journey mode can unlock a greater sense of flow and help you enjoy the process as it unfolds. In conclusion, success, according to Psycho-Cybernetics, is defined as the creative striving for a goal that is important to you as a result of your own deep felt needs, aspirations, and talents. You can start to achieve this success by following the 3 key takeaways in this video. 1. Your self-image is the root of your success. A poor self-image leads to failure. A healthy self-image leads to success. 2. Your self-image can be updated at any time through the power of synthetic experience. 3. You have 2 modes of operation, goal mode and journey mode. Learning when to apply each will lead to more happiness and success. As Dr. Maltz says, what each of us really wants deep down is more life. Happiness, success, peace of mind, or whatever your own conception of supreme good may be, is experienced in its essence as more life. If you enjoy this summary, make sure to subscribe. I'll be covering more books that challenge conventional thinking and help you build a stronger, more intentional life. Finally, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway. I'll see you in the next one.